RVA Today is made possible by today's sponsor.
Welcome back to RVA Today. I'm your host, Naomi Brackett, and today's sponsor is the Raymond A. Mason School of Business at William & Mary. And it's such a pleasure today to be joined by Jonathan, or JD Dew. He is the Executive Director of the Center for Military Transition there. Welcome, JD.
Naomi, thank you for having us. It's a pleasure to be able to be here and tell a little bit about the wonderful job. I have one of the best jobs in the world and some of the service that we're able to provide those who have served so much for all of us.
I'm sure you do. Tell me a little bit about your involvement with the center and what you guys do.
Absolutely. I have, again, the absolute privilege of being a part of our Center for Military Transition, which is a part of our business school. And in the simplest of terms, our job is really to unite and empower our student veterans, as well as local transitioning service members, as they seek a new chapter of service.
Wow, that's fantastic. A really important and necessary service. I'm sure one that's also very challenging at times. Tell me about some of the challenges these students face.
Sure thing. I think the best way to think about these challenges is acknowledge that they're actually deeply complex. About 150,000 to 200,000 people leave military service each year.
Wow, that's a big number.
It is a big number. It's certainly not an insignificant number, right? And about half of those individuals describe that transition as actually being challenging, describing it as being difficult. What we exist to do is really to connect really special, unique military experience with world-class education and then meaningful connections. And we think that those three things are really a recipe to allow this wonderful talent pool to really flourish, again, in a new chapter of service. They're still going to serve. It might not be in uniform, but it's going to be in communities, it's going to be in companies, and our job is really to give them additional skills that, again, programs like the Executive MBA program at William & Mary, world-class faculty are wonderful at providing. My job is to help connect them with meaningful relationships that really open up those connections and allow them to operate at their most productive, at their most fulfilled, and at their most resilient.
That's fantastic. And it seems like people in this situation might need a lot of support. You know, you're really changing a lifestyle in some instances. But what I really want to talk about is your connections that you're able to make. So these relationships that you're able to have through the university, with military leaders, with corporations and businesses, how are those enabling your students to fulfill their civilian careers?
Well, those connections are key because it actually starts in the classroom. One of the pieces of advice and one of the things that the center does is that we provide personalized career coaching that's also customized for veterans. So we're able to do that, and a lot of that starts with listening. What does your current network that is oftentimes coming out of the military, what different connections are there? And as they're then learning additional business skills, as they're learning additional professional skills, we're able to listen to them and just say, what's going to come next? And then we start to look at how they can form effective professional relationships that really then bridge different gaps from where they are to where they want to go. Some of those relationships start with faculty. Faculty are wonderful aspects that they're not only giving, like, again, world-class business skills, they're also then a conduit and a window to world-class relationships that our student veterans can take advantage of.
And those go both ways. It's not only students that are helped by this, but of course you're supporting local businesses and economy. Tell me a little bit about that.
Right. One of the great things about some of our professional MBA programs, our part-time program out of Newport News, but then our executive MBA program too, the other students that are in with our student veterans are also working. They're working professionals, and as they are learning together, that common effort of learning and understanding also reinforces those different sort of relationships that are there. And so, because of that, local companies, particularly here all along the I-64 corridor, can really be the key beneficiaries of this veteran talent that is moving out of uniform and again back into communities across the Commonwealth.
What a fantastic opportunity and a great resource for students who are transitioning maybe out of military careers into something different, to have a support group or a support center like the Center for Military Transition, and not only benefiting them, but of course local businesses as well. Thank you so much for coming in to share about what you guys do.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure, and again, every day is a school day for me, in the best sense of the word, just in terms of the inspiration of the learning that's going on, but more importantly, that connection, as you just mentioned, with companies that can really allow folks to operate at their most productive, at their most fulfilled in this new chapter of service.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, JD. If you'd like more information, you can visit the website on your screen. That's mason.wm.edu. Thanks so much for watching RVA today. I'm Naomi Brackett. Now over to weather.